So next we come into the league play times. Now these are when you can come and play a game. So unlike a regular Warhammer gaming night, which we have every Thursday night, players can play during store hours, any time, any day. This could include a time during your day off after school, after work, or on the weekend during Monster Hobbies hours of operation. So I have to be here to let you in. But then you can play. Just remember to phone us or go on Facebook Messenger and set up a time with Monster Hobbies. So either I know that there's going to be other people to come and play, or you and a bunch of friends could get together, but then let me know you're coming so I'm not like, oh, there's 35 people here all of a sudden, what do I do, you know? So I need to know a little bit ahead. It's just a courtesy. So finally, we come to our General League rules. General League. Fought with Eisenhower. No, anyway. General League rules. These rules apply to all 4 tiers. We prefer that your models are built with CWIG. What you see is what you get. This helps to avoid game conflict and makes identifying what the model is equipped with easy. So if the guy has an axe and you're saying, oh no, it's a spear, well, it's an axe. I can see it's an axe. So we want to build that way. What you see is what you get. However, that being said, if you wish to proxy, so that's substituting one model for another, in a special game to test out a potential unit to buy in the future, or try in the future, please include a cardboard cutout or a little card or something behind or underneath your model with the name of the unit that those models are supposed to represent for game clarity. Don't forget the appropriate war scroll. So example, if a unit of dwarf miners is proxied as a unit of dwarf warriors, the miner models must be placed on a card saying dwarf warriors, so that people know these are warriors, not miners. Each tier, lasting 1 month, will take place in one of the 9 different realms. So we're going to start in Gyron, and that's a 19 tile little mini map that I made of it. And if you look in the New Age of Sigmar book, you'll note that if you look at that page of Gyron, there's the mountains up top, there's the little bridge there where the elves go across. Sorry, the bridge there. There's that lake. It's supposed to be there, but these wouldn't work right in that kind of order. But anyway, it's as close as to Gyron as I could get with these little tiles. So I got to paint them up and paint that pink styrofoam, but it'll look great. The location of these realms will be up to Monster Hobbies' discretion, as currently not all realms have details printed about them from Games Workshop. So right now in that book, all we have is scenarios that relate to Gyron and Ashqui, and we're getting hinted on Shaman. But what I wanted to use was those end time war, what do they call it? The war thing, where it says, you know, if you roll a 6, you find this item. If you do this, you know what I mean. So more progress from those realms will come in the future in publications. There's already a little sneak ahead that they're going to be making another bunch of descriptions. So when those come, I'll make up new tiles for the other realms, like Gur, where else? But you know what I mean. It'll come. More coming. Players can bring any amount of models from their collection, as long as you can carry them, and it's not like, here comes the big, you know, 18-pound or 18-wheeler with the big backload and all my models are whooshing out, you know. I mean, use some discretion here. I don't need like 16,000 suitcases of dwarfs showing up or whatever. Well, I'll take them if you want, but... okay, but anyway, you can bring any amount of models from your collection. Models and unit sizes can be scaled up or down, or even equalized across, based on an agreement of all the players involved in that game. So the rules say that you can have these games where if I bring, you know, we both have models that are 50-50, so the game comes across fine. But if I get like 25% more, so I'm 75 and you're 25, then we can do these sudden death scenarios so that you're not having a little group trying to conquer this huge army, but instead you're going to like try to target my lord and take him out. So that's your win condition. We can scale up or down, we can do that sort of thing. It could be scenario based, so bring what you can. All players will follow the rules in the basic Warhammer Age of Sigmar 4-page rule sheet unless they are playing using a special scenario from a White Dwarf magazine in the future, or a supplemental book like Mighty Battles in an Age of an Ending War, or a scenario designed by the player, or even myself, Monster Hobbies. In the case of a special scenario, those rule additions will be substituted as mentioned in the scenario descriptions. These can include any time of war, I wish I remembered that, realm rules, and or the scenery rules. So you could bring in a special building and say this is going to be this, and away we go. So map tiles. Remember? Players are able to use colored flags to represent where their armies are in that realm. Each player gets one tile at the beginning of the thing to represent their location in the realm. Maybe I want my dwarves in the mountain there. Location at the beginning of the tier. As the players battle scenarios, play battles, win victories, the armies can claim tiles based on win-lose results. If there's a tie game, both players must leave that tile. And then I'll explain more as I think up the tile connection, because it's a little bit new. It's old, I had the tiles for years, but with the 8th and Mighty Empires and Blood in the Badlands, they all had their rules for the tiles. I have to start new because there aren't any rules for the tiles. And Games Workshop, I don't know if they're going to continue with the tiles anymore. As of today, August the 5th, 2015, there's no more Mighty Empire tiles on the Games Workshop website, so I hope they come back. I need more mountains. But anyway, one little thing to note in that. If you start here and this is your tile and you move out into some other tiles and then guys take over tiles, we won't wipe you out of the league. I'll still say that you can have your original tile for the tier, because it would be like, yeah, tier 1, and then this guy just moved here and took me out. What do I do now? You know, so you need a home base that's defendable and keepable. Anyway, so I moved the camera over across the room to show you our old board here. Now this was from 8th edition, and it shows like the players and the games, and then the hobby points and that, and then if you're a player you enter here, and as you play games you write down your scores and all that. First, second, third, fourth. Well, there was no fourth. 1 point for losing, 2 points for a tie, 3 points for a win, 100 points over as it used to be. But this board has to get changed a little because in Age of Sigmar it'll be different. So here is a list of the league points and bonus league points. These are points not to build your army like 8th, but these are points for accomplishing things in the league, like your goals. League points will be awarded at the end of each game, and bonus league points are given as each player progresses in their league totals. These points will be charted on the white leaderboard hanging up in our games area as described below. Tough for me to read right now. Battle points. A win earns you 3 points, a tie gives you 2, and a loss gives you 1. Multiple battle points. In a game of 3 or more players, the battle points will be arranged depending on the amount of players and awarded in a reverse order. For example, in a 5-player game, the player in first place at the end of game 5 would get 5 points. Second place would get 4 points, third place 3, second place 2. I'm going the wrong way. But anyway, so the last guy gets 1 point. I think you guys understand what I mean. So the player that wins first gets 5 points. The player that's in 5th place gets 1 point. That it goes downwards. Hobby points. Small and medium-sized models, such as a single figure or a basic unit of figures, will earn 1 point toward your hobby points if you paint it. Therefore, a unit of 10 painted models, like dwarves, dwarf warriors, is worth 10 points. And other guys too. Large size and combination models will earn 3 points toward your hobby points if it is painted. Ogres, 3 points apiece if you paint them. Monsters, war machines, flyers, they're all included in that category. Store support points. A player may earn store support points based on his model purchases with Monster Hobbies. It's a nice trade-off. You guys come in and get a model, you get some points for the league. 5 points if you buy a single model like a hero on his own. 10 points for a unit box of models, 5 plus models in a box. And then 15 points for the big models like the vampire count guy riding the dragon, the big ones. And then there's hobby supporter points. Everyone wants to have the most fun they can have playing in our league. Therefore, points can be earned by being the best player you can be, by sharing this hobby with others and being a good sport. Therefore, Monster Hobbies will reward 2 points apiece for the following. Bringing somebody new. They don't have to play or join, just, hey, here's my cousin Vinny. My cousin Vinny. What's a ute? No, anyway, so bring Vinny down. He can sit here in a chair and grumble all night long, or whatever he wants to do, you know. Hopefully he'll look at the game and think it's cool. You get 2 points for that. Becoming the most improved player. So this is, you start off, you don't really know the game, or, you know, your generalship isn't that good or something, but by the end of the tier, you're amazing. So when you're amazing, you want to get some points for that, so you improve. Being a good team player, and that's in multiplayer or larger games. So not being like, I gotta win, you know, but being like, yeah, okay, you know, and here, oh, by the way, you could beat my guys up if you do this, you know, or something like that, right? But just being a good player. Or like, there's 2 of you and you're like, oh, here, I'll help you beat the enemy by doing this if you do, you know, something. Okay, so then sportsmanship. And this can be with sharing models, and I'll say this here. If you share somebody's models, don't break them, because they're not yours. So, just saying. And you don't have to share your models if you just don't want them messed with. So this is an asterisk one. Or you can get sportsmanship by helping with the rules. So somebody's new to the game, they don't know what they're doing, and you come over there, you're not playing a game, but you're like, oh, well, you know, the rule says this and this, so this is what it means. Then that's, you get some points for that. Building and bringing your own scenery pieces. Again, this goes with don't touch my models, but if you want to share like this building you made because it's cool, and bring it along. You get some points for that. And then posting your models, painting, army stories, battle reports, etc. on our Facebook page, Monster Hobbies in High River, Alberta, Canada. If you're watching this video, it's probably on there. So just go into a comment section, start a new thread, post up pictures of your thing. Your models. Yeah, oh yeah. Anyway, but that's that sort of thing. And then prizing. Prizes will be awarded to the top 3 players at the end of each tier cycle, once a month. Prizes are provided in the form of percentage off certificates usable on Games Workshop products. So you're in the league, you start new, you get an army, and you want to expand it for the 2nd tier, and you play really hard and you get all these bonus points and everything like that. And then at the end of the month, you end up, hey, I came in first, so you get 25% off gift certificate from Monster Hobbies on your next purchase order. So you go, oh, look, I can get some more models. Oh, discount. Ooh, because I played in the league. Yeah, that's cool. Get more models for your army. 2nd place, you get 15% off. And 3rd place, you get a 10% off. And this is league standings. Hey guys, it's Trevor again. I'm just interrupting my own video because I was thinking about it and I forgot to mention that this Warhammer Fantasy League, it's free to join. Any of the prizes and whatever that I'm giving 25% off for and all that, that's out of my own pocket. And I'm doing it because I want to encourage you guys to play. So come on out and I'll get back to the regular video. So come on down to the league, have some fun. I've hit the 7-minute mark. This will probably be part 4 in this series. I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully a 2-parter. Anyway, we will talk to you soon and hope you come for our league starting in August. This is an experimental dry run for the 1 month because most of my leagues will start September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, 4 months, 3 in a year. Wow, math and physics, oh, I gotta go back to school. 41 years old, you forget this stuff, okay? See you for Monster Hobbies, come on down, bye.